Lord Ernest Rutherford was born in 1871 in Brightwater in Nelson and grew up on a farm. But he was always interested in science, and so he eventually came to what was then Canterbury College, part of the University of New Zealand. It's now University of Canterbury. He earned 3 degrees, did some research here as well, and in the end earned a scholarship that took him overseas to Cambridge University in England. The Rutherford's nickname was Crocodile, because crocodiles always look forward, and he was always looking forward in the sciences. But to the end, he was a true physicist. Even though his Nobel Prize was in chemistry, he always said that the one true science was physics. Everything else was just stamp collecting.
In his time, Ernest Rutherford was at the forefront of experimental physics and a central figure in the study of radioactivity. He was known for making great theoretical leaps and supporting his work with groundbreaking experiments. During his professorship at McGill University in Montreal, Lord Rutherford discovered that atoms of heavy elements have a tendency to decay, which gave us carbon dating. At the University of Manchester, his gold foil experiment revealed that an atom is constructed of a positive nucleus surrounded by orbiting electrons. In 1917, he announced that he had broken the machine and touched the ghost of matter, where he succeeded in splitting the atom, a groundbreaking moment in the history of atomic and nuclear physics.
Ernest Rutherford's work transformed our understanding of atoms and chemical elements, and fundamentally our understanding of nature. The field of quantum physics was developed to explain the sorts of atomic and nuclear phenomena that Rutherford had observed. And following on from quantum physics, we now have the modern day fields of electronics, optical physics, solid-state physics and computing. Ernest Rutherford's pioneering work into understanding the structure of atoms and subatomic particles and matter and energy is still taught in high schools and universities today.
150 years after he was born, Ernest Rutherford remains New Zealand's best-known scientist and University of Canterbury's most distinguished graduate. The father of nuclear physics received the Nobel Prize for his work on the disintegration of elements, was knighted in 1914, decorated with the Order of Merit in 1925, and was made a baron in 1931. Lord Rutherford is the only New Zealander to have an element named in his honour. Monuments, buildings and streets bear his name. And if you're lucky enough to have a $100 note in your pocket, you'll find his face on it. Here at UC, we are so proud of Ernest that in 2018 we named our new science building after him, where his portrait and medals are on display to inspire the next generation of UC scientists.